Hi guys, welcome back. So today we'll be learning how to make this sleeve. So if you are joining us for the first time, please click the subscribe button. So if you love the dress I'm putting on, I will include the link on the description box. So thank you very much. Let's get into it.
Hi guys, so what we'll be needing for today's tutorial is your normal big Z sleeve, okay, from your shoulder to your wrist, okay, and then we'll also be needing elastic, and then you'll also be needing about 2 yards of Ankara, okay. So most of you requested that I make the sleeve I made on that snatched dress, so this is it. This is the tutorial. So you're going to be needing about 2 yards of Ankara or whatever you want to use as your material, okay. So this is what we'll be needing for this tutorial. The first thing that we'll be doing, you go ahead and then create as many lines as possible. Let me label my front. So this is the back. Okay, so you are going to go ahead and then mark, just create a line. Okay, the inches, it doesn't matter the inches, okay, just create as many lines as possible. Guys, we are going to slash each of these lines. Okay, so we are going to slash each of the lines. So take your paper, scissors, and then slash. Okay. So what you're going to do, I'm sorry, we are supposed to number these as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 8. So this is for you to know how to actually arrange it, okay. Even if you have more than 8, even if you have up to 10, even if you have 6, it does not matter, okay. This is just so you know how to arrange it accordingly. That's why we are numbering. Guys, so this is it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to set this aside, and then I'm going to bring in my Ankara. Okay, so like I said, whatever fabric you are using. So I'm going to mark out 1 inch. Sorry, I'm going to mark out a yard. Okay, so I'm going to mark out a yard. So I'm going to mark out a yard, which is 36. Okay, so here is it. Okay, so here is it, as you can see. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fold it into 2 from that point. Okay, so this is a yard, so I'm going to fold my fabric into 2. Remember, we are cutting 2 at a goal. That's because we are cutting 2 at a goal. So I'm just going to go ahead. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so this is 1 yard, like I said, folded into 2. So what I have here now is 2 yards. Okay, so hope this is clear. It's just you folding your 2 yards into 2. Okay, that's 1 yard on one side, 1 yard on the other side. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to bring in my patterns that we already slashed. Okay, so like I said, we actually numbered so that we'll be able to arrange them accordingly. Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to get your number 1. Okay, so we are going to arrange them accordingly. This is my number 1, then this is my number 2. So just go ahead. What you're going to do, you're going to arrange this accordingly around your 1 yard that you already folded into 2. Okay, so just make sure you arrange them along the 1 yard. This is where my, in case you are not seeing it, let me mark it. This is where my 1 yard stopped. Okay, so this is where my 1 yard stopped. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so just like I said before, you can actually have more than 8. You can have up to 9, you can have up to 10, you can have up to 15. It does not matter. Okay, so long as you distribute it around already folded into 2. That's the most important thing. So I'm going to try to arrange this accordingly. Okay, remember to follow it accordingly the way you drafted your armhole. Okay, so if you are confused, you can actually use your elbow line as guideline. Okay, just make sure that they are equal. As long as they are equal, you know that you're on the right track. Okay, so just go ahead and then arrange them accordingly. Okay, so this is it. This is it. Okay. Okay, so the distance between it does not matter. Okay, so the distance, the most important thing is you arranging it within that 1 yard that you already created. So what we are going to do now, we're going to go ahead and then pin this down. So get your pin and then pin down. I'm also going to pin the down part. So guys, this is it. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so when you're done pinning down, what you're going to do, you're going to get your chalk, pin down, get your chalk. You're just going to go ahead and then mark out. Okay, so mark it out the way it is. Okay guys, so this is it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to come over to the down part. Also do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and then mark out also. When you're done marking out, remember this is our back part and then this is the front. So I'm going to also label back, come over here. Okay, hope you're seeing this. This is the back part. I'm going to also label back. I'm going to come over to this side, label back. Okay, then come over to this side, also label the front part. This is the front. Come over here, label as front. Okay, so you won't end up facing this wrongly. That's why you are labeling. So when you're done, take your fabric scissors and then cut out. So this is it. Okay, so this is it. I'm going to remove the papers I have on it. Okay, so this is what you'll be having when you're done. Remember, like I said, you should label your front and back. So guys, what you're going to do, so just go up by 11 inches. Okay, so go up by 11, mark that round. Okay, so this is my 11 inches. Okay, so I'm marking it on the wrong side. So what you're going to do, you're going to get your band. Okay, so this 11 inches is around your air bone. Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to take your band and then just take around your elbow measurement. Okay, so whatever it is, just go ahead and then cut out. So this is it. Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to go ahead and then sew this. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and then sew this on this mark that we already have here. Okay, so just go ahead and then sew on it like this. Okay, so in case it's not long enough, all you need to do is just to, if you are going to place or however, so long as it actually contain this band. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that and then I'll bring it back. So just sew on it. So guys, this is it after sewing. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so this is after sewing. So what you're going to do next, you're going to go ahead and then sew by 1/2 inch. Okay, so just turn by 1/2 inch, or just go ahead and create a space that will be enough for you to pass another elastic through it. Okay, so I will go ahead and do that and then I'll bring it. So guys, this is it after sewing. Okay, so this is it. Like I said, just turn, create a space that will be enough for you to pass another elastic through. Okay, so I'm going to use I'm going to pass this through the space I already created here. Okay, Okay, so when you come to this point, pin it down. Okay, pin it down very well. Okay. So this is it. So what we are going to do now, you're going to also get your pin and needle. You're also going to run gathers here. Okay, so I'll be using my needle to run my gathers. Okay, so go ahead and then run your gathers however you know how to do. If you want to use machine, use machine. If you want to use needle like me, use needle. So I'm starting from 1 inch. So this is it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and then join at this point by 1 inch. Okay, so whatever allowance you added as your side allowance, go ahead and then join by that inches. Okay, so I'll go ahead and then stitch by 1 inch and then I'll bring it back. So guys, this is it after sewing. Okay, after joining by 1 inch, this is it. So I join at the side by 1 inch. Okay, so this is my 1 inch I use in stitching. So I'm going to turn it over like this. Okay, so what you're going to do now, you're going to fix it on whatever you are working with. It arranges to give you whatever effect you want. Okay, so the effect you want is how you arrange it. Okay, so that's how you're going to, that will determine the effect you're going to have. You can pull it in like this and then bring it down. So it's actually on you. Okay, the effect you're going to have depends on how you arrange this place and this point. Okay, so it's actually very simple. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, guys. This is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching.